Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Furrier Than Love, FTL. Today, we're going to be playing another round. Alright, so let's see. I still have two ships that I can play with. At this point, I don't even remember what the difference between these two ships are, so I might take a moment to refamiliarize myself with what each of these is capable of doing before I set out to, actually begin my journey. So, the
Sounds like a
Kestrel...
good idea.
The Kestrel has Artemis missiles and a burst laser, whereas the Taurus has an Ion Blast Mark II, as well as combat drones. So certainly the engineering vessel is more, well, drone-focused. It comes with an augmentation, the NG Medbot Dispersal, whereas the Kestrel has no such augmentation. So then I guess my next question would be, is there any other difference between these two besides the obvious stuff to do with weapons? I'm not seeing anything, just glancing at it fast. It just seems like it's mostly the crew's a little different, the weapons are a little different, and obviously the Kestrel's not ready to go with drones in the same way that the Taurus is.
The Taurus also has two NG crew members.
True. Which NG have special properties, if I recall correctly. The repair speed is doubled. Yes, repair speed, sure, Peter. And combat drone inflicted is halved.
Whereas combat drone inflicted.
Meanwhile, humans are common and uninteresting, but the skills improve slightly faster. Fair. I feel like has been a while since we've done a run with the Kestrel, so I might do a run with the Kestrel just to mix it up a little bit. The data you can... Oh, I've already read this a million times. It's apart from the exits. It's tempting to rush for the sector exits, but okay, that's obvious. I know, Gabe. Okay, so let's see. Rather than having a guy on the engines, I would rather have that guy on the shields. Shields and weapons are top priority. And we're going to go ahead and save this config. Okay, that's good. Anything else I want to adjust? Probably should put stuff into the weapon system so that they're ready to go. Wait. So I have access to both of these. In the meantime, I don't really need the med bay online, so I can turn the engines on. Okay, so we're up here. And for early game, what I want to do is just hit as many nodes as possible. So ideally, I'm going to want to go in the direction where the nodes have the most neighbors. 3 unknown neighbors. 3 unknown neighbors. It's about equal. Wait, why am I looking that? Why was I looking at this node? 3 and... I'm trying to see if it connects to the bottom right. It doesn't look like it does. So this one only grants access to 2, whereas this one grants access to 3. But the caveat is that this has nebulas involved. Surprisingly, I think I'll actually go this way because I don't want to deal with the nebulas. Alright, I'm definitely gonna fight this guy. Wow, they're already powering up their FTL? What bastards. Alright, so let me remind myself of what the weapons on this particular ship do. So this missile ignores shield, so we're absolutely just right off the bat going to hit. Remind me from last time, is it their engines that may allow them to use the FTL, or is it the, like, ship's helm that lets them use the FTL?
Yes.
It's both. Okay. I feel like engines just in general then are a better target because then I also, screw up their ability to dodge. And we're going to go ahead and turn auto fire on because that's useful. And let's see. This is just random damage. We'll try to get their weapon system down a little bit. Let's see how this goes. The weapons that I currently have do require a missile, so I need to keep that in mind. Drone parts, though, are currently kind of useless unless I make alterations that make drone parts more viable. Okay, the ship breaks apart. Got some good stuff. Hey, go help repair that room. I think Brian needs healing, so he can go get healed. Oh, right, renaming these guys. That's the thing I can do. Wait, can I still rename these guys?
Yep, just go to the ship menu and then to the crew tab.
Eh. Let's rename them to some new Toho names. Eh. Let's just go with some extremely random Toho characters. Ooh, I know, I've been working on a character sorter thing recently. We'll just see what characters show up as the characters when I click an option. Alright, we randomly are going to get Sanyo and Satono as two of them. That's...
all lowercase.
I'll fix that. Certainly not what I was expecting. And for a third one, we get Kawakuma. Hey, what a random ass crew, but that is the point of me choosing randomly from that.
True.
Hey.
I wonder if there's a mod out there that lets you supply a custom list of character names in this. That'd
be sort of cool. Okay, let's get that guy healed up. Or Sanyo, to be precise. And then
do you want to know a fun fact about the Kestrel?
Sure.
You see how the sort of like, you know, engines like on the sides are like lit up?
Mm-hmm.
Try turning the engine off.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is the only ship in the entire game that does this.
That's interesting. What the fuck?
I think I remembered hearing they wanted to do it for more ships, but, you know, they could only do it for this one, and they were hoping no one would notice.
Fair. Yeah, let's see right off the bat what sort of stuff is in here. It's awfully early on, so I doubt I have an enormous amount of options I can work with here, but, let's see. So they have weapons, although I'm not really in a position to go buying really any of that kind of stuff just yet. Although I could, in theory, sell one laser off for a different one if I so decided to. I could also... and I can't afford any of these things here. Certainly I could fix stuff, though having only taken one hit of damage, I'm not fussed about that particularly. I could try to top off my weapons a little bit. I could get, like, 4 of these. That is theoretically not a bad idea. Or I could also, of course, upgrade my ship somewhat as well. Although I can always do that. That's not even something I have to be at a shop in order to do. I might buy a couple more missiles just to be on the safe side, and then for now just leave this be. That way I'm not, you know, wasting too much money, because I don't have a whole lot to work with just yet. There are only 2 ships within range, and they seem to be engaged in battle. One of them has the markings of Space Pirate. Let's aid the civilians. They got a combat drone, goddammit. How have I already ran into a ship that has a combat drone this early on? They do have weapons. I'd like to kind of take that out, frankly. And I'll shoot for the combat drones with the other weapon. Probably going to take a little bit of damage here. Even if I manage to get their systems offline, there's a bit too much in the way of stuff that they can work with here. Okay, I think I got their combat drone offline, so this is going fairly well so far. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Got back a couple of the missiles that I used, as well as some money. Contact the civilian ship. They respond, "It's a good thing you came when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright. I'd like to help you like you helped me. Captain offers to install a piece of equipment on your ship." Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's this do? Beam. Damage per room hit 1. 2 times damage on systemless rooms. So does this do, like, damage to the whole ship, or does it just do damage to, like, people in the room? Legit question for you, Grayson. How does this work?
Like you say, does it do damage to the whole ship?
Yeah, like, does it do stuff to this, or is it just like, oh, it punches
the hull of the ship. I thought you were saying, like, the whole ship. Like, does it damage the entire ship?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, the whole of the ship. Does it do damage to that, or is it just like, oh, this is gonna punch a hole in the ship so that there's, like, no oxygen in the room, or hurt people in the room, and stuff of that nature?
It does damage to the hull. If it only did damage to crew, it would tell you.
Alright, cool. That actually seems like a pretty useful weapon overall. Of course, then there's also my burst laser. That's pretty good, too. There's a part of me that would like to get this online if I could, especially considering the fact that at the end of the day, this doesn't use any missiles or drone parts or anything else. It's just kind of free damage. Let me check.
Yeah, it's a free weapon. That's, pretty good this early on.
So let's see. I currently have 3 bars. Depending upon the situation, I might want to try to get at least 1 more bar here. Weapon control. Yeah, I need to buy this if I even want to be able to do that. So now, in theory, I could undo the Artemis, trigger that online. Wait, why? Oh, because, right. No, I don't want
You could just click on the weapons, there you go.
So in theory, if I find myself in a situation where I want to just increase firepower, something like this would work pretty good as a setup. For now, though, obviously I want my oxygen online or I'm going to be in trouble, but, no, hang on, how do I, oh, like that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I think I managed to get it good. I don't want to waste my weapons, but yeah, I think that this should help. Actually, which of these do I want to have on by default? Shots per charge 3, that's pretty good. Normal damage 1, possible effect fire. Damage per room, hit 1, 2 times damage on systemless rooms. I can't really tell how, I can't really tell which of these is better until I've actually seen them in action. Maybe I'll turn this one on for now, specifically so that I can see how it works in the next fight.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you can see how it works for yourself.
Indeed. I see a store up here, although honestly it's probably not very helpful without some money, so we'll try going to this node first. Ah, we got a drone. And they have a combat drone of their own. Okay, so we're gonna hit the hull beam onto... We'll go for their shield system here. Wait, what? Oh, that's interesting. So, like, this goes through certain things. What in the world? So, if I were to, like, do that, I hit 3 different rooms. That's really weird.
Now you understand the per room wording.
Indeed. If I do this, then I should be able to hit all 3 of those rooms. And the Artemis can try to take down their shields. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Wait, why are my shields not up? Something happened?
I think the event text probably told you or something.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, this is certainly unfortunate,
this is
but
really bad.
I guess for now I'm just gonna have to bear with it. No, wait, the airlocks are at that location. This is a horrendous situation. I think we're just dead. I don't think that I'm going to be able to fix this. All of you fix this room up. We need the weapons to get back online or we are dead. Of course, I also need oxygen.
Yeah, I think now you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, fuck it. We're restarting. This is not going to get me anywhere. And I need to rename people again. But yeah, unfortunately, that was just a bad situation. What was the event text, or do you have any idea? Was I so quick you don't even know?
I could check the stream.
I am curious what exactly the situation was, because I did not go into that expecting not to have my shield. I figured I was going to be fine in that regard. I've already forgotten who the third... Oh, Kawakuma, that's who it was. Alright. Alright, we'll try this again. Man, that was an unlucky start. Alright, this is a better sector map anyway. This time I don't have to deal with nebulas. Let's see, 3 new nodes versus 3 new nodes. Either way seems fine. So at that point, I guess, what is the new adjacencies? That has 2, that has 3, that has 1, that has
the event text.
Ah, what was the event text?
Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated Rebel Scout has used a local satellite to deploy a virus to disrupt your field system. Hopefully it won't cause further problems before you can destroy it.
Oh, it caused further problems, alright.
Oh, it did.
I assumed that it was just like any of the other ran into a drone events and that I didn't really need to read it because I've read so many of those. I was mistaken. You stumble across the forward scout of the Rebel fleet. They are powering up their FTL. Okay, this I know how to deal with. This is very doable.
Yeah, I think it's at least helpful to skim the text, even if you think you know it. You don't have to read it out loud if you think you've seen it before, but it's probably good to double check in your head at least.
No, you're absolutely right. Also, why am I targeting that? One of these should be going for the weapons and one should be going for the engines. Wait, what just... Oh, for fucking... Fine, we're restarting again.
You can go to the hangar so you can, like, rename them from there, so you don't have to reset the name every time you restart.
Good call. We'll do that, especially since I do not want to start in a fucking nebula. Okay, good call. What a weird start
to you have to customize their appearances.
Oh, right, that is also a thing. Yeah, I guess we'll just give them all vaguely girl look. Kuma. And the third one was Sapono, if I remember right. Sure, whatever. Alright. Seems fine. Okay. Also, I realized last time I made the mistake of not powering these on first, so they're not ready to go. Definitely want to get them ready to go before I jump. Hey, maybe this one will be the run for the day. Store immediately? Well, as cool and all as that is, I'd like to hit a few nodes first, so I think we'll sort of go in an arc here. Federation encrypted signals being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send in a waypoint to investigate. You find a secret Federation outpost, but it appears the rebels have found it before you. The place is empty and faint bloodstains can be seen in the living quarters. You find the encrypted signal emitter and shut it down before leaving. So, literally nothing. Okie dokie. Ah, we got a rebel scout here. Pack, small refueling, weapons are charged, they're not firing yet. Intervene to defend the outpost. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet. They move into engage. We got another fucking combat drone. You know, in all the times that I played this, which aren't very many, I don't think I've ever seen combat drones before, like, the third sector. And yet, here I've had, like, 2 battles already today with a combat drone right at the start. That feels weird, but, alright. We'll roll with it. I'm not overly fussed. Alright. Then let's turn auto fire on, so... now just to see how this goes. Oh great, the engines really.
Game's definitely giving you some brutal starts.
Oh yeah, these are not the best. Oh boy, you better accommodate me well for this game. I'm not sure I would call that good accommodation. I probably spent more resources. Oh, that's a little better. I'll take that. That's a little better. Now, you two go in here. You need to get your health back up. Oh, also, I forgot to turn this engine on. That might have been part of my problem. Okay. Oh, right. Sanyo also took damage. Yes, I know, game. I know that I need someone in the captain's seat, but, you know, for right this second, I want to get my health stuff back up. I forgot to save the position, so we'll do that now. Turn off the medbay, turn on the engines, and we will jump. Oh, for fuck's sake, an asteroid build. Please don't have a... Oh, they do have a drone. Great. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. The Artemis will hit... Honestly, we'll just go with weapons and shield. If I manage to get the weapons and the shield down, the drone's not going to be able to do that much. Although the stupid asteroid field is certainly going to make things less pleasant. Wait, can asteroids hit them as well? Oh, beautiful. Well, one of you guys is going to...
What was that, sorry?
Never mind. I'm trying to focus on the current fight. Things have gotten real bad real fast, and so I need to be paying a lot of attention here. Take everything we have, and let's both forget this happened. Now, considering I'm playing a class that features missiles, a ship that features missiles, 5 missiles is actually a really good offer, and I want to get out of the fucking asteroid field. So, okay, sure thing. Am I able to jump already? I am not able to jump already. Okay, you two both need to heal, or you will be dead. We don't need the weapons online right now, so let's turn the oxygen back on so that that's less of an issue. Oh boy. The game has been being really mean to me today.
That it has been.
Like a fucking hole breach in the fucking, you know, bridge? Really? Of all the fucking things the game could do there. Let's get the... Oh, right, the doors. Open all doors. That should get the oxygen circulating better. In the meantime, you guys can all return to your positions. We can turn off the med bay. We can turn the weapons back on. And then we will close all the doors. And I think we should be able to jump now. Oh boy! Today's off to quite the start. Okay, what could I buy in theory? So, at the moment... Fuel and weapons seem fine. Repair is probably not a bad option, but let me see if there's anything I'd rather do first. Could do drone control, could do cloak teleporter, cloaking. Well, I say could do. I definitely do not have the money for any of that. Bombs are a thing. In theory, I could afford a firebomb, but I already have one missile-based thing, so I think no. Don't really have any options for selling. And alternatively, I could, you know, like actually do some stuff in here, but I kind of rather see if the game gives me anything, you know, to work with. Well, you know, one thing that I could certainly do that's not a bad call is try to upgrade the shield a bit, but then again, I would have to spend both for that, and I would be low on actual power, so it's only so viable, really, as an option. I'd rather do that all at once. Alright, so with that in mind, I guess for now I will buy a couple... Yeah, we'll buy a few repair points. About half. That seems good. Yeah, I think we'll settle for that. That way, if there's something that I, you know, like, want to purchase down the road, I am able to. Let's keep moving before we get stuck in the rebel fleets, or whatever they're called. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you in your ship. Demand the surrender of their goods or avoid the ship. Well, they are a rebel ship. You prepare to secure their cargo by force. They look like they don't want to fight. They are trying to escape. Oh, great.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah, they've got another one of these damn things.
It's your favorite.
And I have to deal with their engines, or they'll be able to escape. Well, as per usual, I'm probably better off trying to target their weapon systems in that case. Because the drone by itself cannot really kill me, since I do have one shield. Okay, got their primary weapon system offline and their engines offline. That's a good start. I think we're fine from here on out. Oh yeah, they're screwed. There we go. Okay, cool. I got a hull beam again.
Oh, wow.
Again. Search the ship and discover cargo. Cool. Okay, so I got the hull beam, and so I guess I want to go with sort of the same strategy I did before. We'll go ahead and add one to the weapons, and honestly, might as well add one to the power bar while we're at it. That way I can easily top this off.
Remember, you just click on the weapons. There you go.
Indeed. There we go. Okay, that seems
Yeah,
good.
I think you need to, like, ditch the muscle memory of clicking on the weapon, like, system icon at all.
Probably true. Probably true. Let's see, everyone's health seems fine enough. Are you all in your correct spots? Well, I guess I will never know, but this seems fine.
Also, to remember you can reorder weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So that might also help.
Indeed. So this dead ends. That's a very bad idea. Ideally... What was that?
So I just said, is it?
I'm trying to find a loop I can make where I can go a sort of long way around to the exit. And going down here is a bad call, because this node here dead ends. Like, you can't go out this way from here, which would mean I'd have to loop back in, and by that point might risk dealing with, you know, the crazy waves. Not a huge fan of how big of a cycle that takes, though. Let me think about this. So, 1 move it'll be there, 2 moves there, 3 there, 4 there, 5 there. So, in 6 moves, the exit will be in a danger zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too far. I can't make that in time. That will not happen. Alright, so I'm gonna need to think about a different course of action in that case. Yeah, what's this with this long, like, arm here? Maybe I actually do want to go down, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only problem is if I go that way, then this node will already be in the danger zone. That would be too late. I might have to just not be particularly optimal here. I don't think there's any good way for me to hit as many nodes as I might like in this sector, unfortunately. Oh well. I will go here to here to here to here. We'll go path of 4. Okay, we got one of these. Storage vessel military goods. This one seems like it will not have the problem that we faced before. Hey, let's try taking out... So, first the hull beam. Let's try seeing how the hull beam really works here. I might focus the hull beam like this, attacking all of the critical components, and then the burst laser on their weapons. Oh man, that hull beam is interesting. So it immediately took out their engine. Their engine's just gone. Their shield is damaged, and their, like, bridge is also really damaged. Jesus fuck, that's a good weapon. At least my first impression of it is that it's a good weapon. Who knows, I might learn that that is a mistaken interpretation, but for now, it seems like a really good weapon.
I like beam weapons.
Seems impressive. You salvage what you can find from the broken ship. The station was apparently designed to outfit rebel ships with drone systems. You can find a functioning schematic. System repair drone. Aren't those the ones that you feed them a little bit of drone parts and they repair your ship?
Yep, that's one of the ones where you spend one drone part to activate it for the first time, and then it just stays as long as it doesn't get destroyed.
Indeed. How do I add this to the thing?
It's not a weapon.
Oh.
It's a drone.
Oh, fair. And presumably I don't have anything like that. Ah, fair. I guess that's not as helpful as it is with, say, the engineering ship. Distress beacon there. Alright, let's see what's going on at that location. The distress signal is coming from a small ship station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Promise to help. You consider your options. Simply fire on the defense system from a distance. Ah, yes, my options. Options. Plural. Mm-hmm.
To be fair, there would be other options here if you had other options.
Fair. You fire a few volleys from a distance, and it is clear the defense system is no match for your weapons. However, the station does not seem happy with your solution. You salvage what you can and jump before there is trouble. Okay, that's good stuff. That's good finds. I got kind of lucky with that one. Okay, we'll go up here. And we get another one of these guys. It's got the 5th Fleet. Again, they're trying to power up their FTL. Alright.
Guess what?
We're going to go ahead and hit this guy with the... Oh, wait, I don't want to do the hull beam on that one. I want to do the burst laser because the engine has to go down fast, and the hull beam is a little slower. The hull beam, however, we can do that with. Hitting the shields, the weapons, and the drones. Yeah, that's going to fuck them up pretty good.
And a systemless room.
Oh, and a systemless room, you're right, which does even more damage. I may end up getting hit by one missile before, you know, I can get them offline, but they're definitely going to suffer more overall. Ooh, that instantly took down, like, all of their fucking defenses. That is insane. I can't believe how fucking effective that is. That is ridiculous. More missiles, more fuel, more money. Good fucking god, Grayson. That's insane. So this one connects back to there, but by the time I move there, that would get shrouded, so I just have to go to the exit at this point. Long-range beacon. Small platform, cribbits. Cribbits? Orbits.
Cribbits?
Why did I bright see that as a C? It orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and it is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Ooh, dock with a refueling platform. You dock and signal the fuel station staff to begin refueling. Wait for them to finish. What the fuck? As you docked with the refueling platform, there is an explosion from your engine room. Warning lights flash in your ship as pirates from the station swarm aboard your vessel. 3 pirates have joined on board, and it seems like they're in the engine room, so let's see. There's nothing here to fight with the weapons, so let's turn that system off and make sure that, as needed, I am able to go back to the room for hills. Oh, I see where they are. Okay, you bastards. Well, you know what? We'll fight you in our healing room. This seems dangerous, to say the least. Okay, we're gonna heal up a bit. You know what you want to my shields, it does not matter very much. I don't need them at the moment. Well, this dumb random idiot just shooting at the cameras rather than helping his friends while they fight in the stupidest place they could
There's no room in the med bay.
Oh, good. That's a fair point. I just thought he was an idiot, but you have a very good point. I mean, they clearly are idiots. I mean, that was not their brightest thing that they could have done to fight me in the fucking med bay, but, you know, they still were fairly successful in hurting me something hard. I gained nothing for that encounter, and yet at the same time, my health is way lower. That was unlucky.
Very.
If the game had given me something for beating them, I'd probably feel somewhat, you know, okay with this whole experience, but as it sits, you know, not so great. Okay, return to your positions, and I guess we'll go ahead and warp at this point. Not much else we can do, right? Okay. Oh, gee, I could go with the fucking nebula that will try to destroy me, or I could go with the civilian sector. This seems like an obvious choice. Now, I will say, I am well aware that almost certainly it's safe to say that in a game like this, if there's an option like that, probably the nebula has the better loot. But I'm still new enough to the game, I'm not risking that kind of thing. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit peak. Oh, I already know those messages. Ooh, I got lucky. Store right off the bat. I certainly need one after losing like half my fucking health. Alright, so before I do that, though, let me see what I might want to do. So, what options are there? FTL navigation, jump to any previously visited beacon. Not so great. Shield charge booster, boost the ship's shield recharge rate. That's fine, though my money's awfully limited at the moment. Self-weapon. Prevent your weapon fire from disrupting your cloak, allowing you to shoot at will while cloaked. Nah, I don't even have a cloak, so I don't care. Not really going with drones this time round. Page 2. I could get drone control in theory, although I'd have to actually sell the drone, presumably in order to even do that, which would be counter to the point. But we will go ahead and sell this because, yeah, honestly, it's too much effort to try to get all that set up. Okay, we'll repair about half of this, I think. I want to check some stuff on my ship menu real quick. So, shield is certainly important, but I don't have enough power bars to really try to upset shield just yet. I could try to do more with the weapons and then be able to get all three online at once, which would certainly be very cool. That might not be a bad direction to go, honestly. We'll do that. And then the next thing I'll start aiming for is an upgrade to the shield. But now if I turn off, say, the med bay, and I guess the oxygen as well, and for a really bad fight, I can turn on everything, which is really cool. That should be very helpful for dealing with the bastards that exist in this universe.
You probably want to have at least something activated right now, though.
Oh, good call. Yeah, thank you. So, by default, we will go ahead and turn off the med bay, turn off the Artemis, turn on the hull beam, and we'll go with that. The Artemis is useful, but I feel like, honestly, compared to what the burst laser and the hull beam can do, not as useful. Do all these things ignore shields? Because I feel like they all just ignore the shields. Am I mistaken? Oh, the burst laser wouldn't.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I was asking if that was a genuine question.
I guess we'll call it a genuine question. Is my understanding correct that the Artemis and the hull beam ignore shields, but the burst laser does not?
No, only the Artemis ignores shields.
Fair. I haven't really seen the hull beam get affected by shields, but I guess usually the shields are down by the time that becomes relevant. Anyway.
Yeah, I figured you would notice, but surprisingly the burst laser and the hull beam are just like offset enough in their timing to where the burst laser hits before the hull beam does.
You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Hail them to offer assistance. They respond, "Help! Our shields are down and we won't last long." Try to shield them with ours. I don't think that was worth it. Despite your best efforts, the civilian ship breaks apart from the constant barrage. You are barely able to break out of the asteroid field yourself. The ship sustains some damage in the process. That was not worth it. I think at this point my best bet is to just return to the fucking shop and repair that immediately up. Otherwise that's going to end up being very dangerous. We'll just have to roll with it.
Well, you lost a turn, but you got more health than you started with.
Fair, I guess that is a fair point.
The damage was worth it, but I don't know if the turn was.
Yeah, because now
you decide.
What's that?
I said I guess that's on you to decide.
Indeed. I would say not, but, you know, the game is random chance. You never know what you'll get. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you. Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on. Attack the pirate. You asked for it. They pull away from the planet and move in to engage. Alright, so let's go ahead. I do think I actually want to just turn everything on this time. So So the Artemis will try to just take down their weapons immediately. The burst laser will take down their shields, and then the hull beam is going to stretch across literally everything in the bottom half of the ship. Everything in the bottom half of the ship. Wait, what are my other options? That's not bad. I don't really need to turn their oxygen off. Like, it'd take forever to, you know, actually suffocate them. And in the meantime, I could be... But wait, it's not all that great to get the medbay either. Ooh. What if... Oh, that's even better. Yes, we'll do that option. That way I hurt their engines, and I also damage 2 rooms that do not have anything in them. This probably will go very well. Alright, we give up. We're terrible at this pirating thing anyway. Nah, piracy can't be forgiven. Attack! I like how one attack was all it took for them to be like, no, fuck this, we're out.
Just surrender at once. Takes a ton of damage. Oh god, oh fuck, we're sorry.
Yeah, you pick through the remains and attack the settlement. This looks good. Money and fuel and stuff. Ooh, more fuel, more weapons, and more money. With the pirates gone, you signaled the station. We appreciate what you've done, but there'll be just another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. Okay, so let's see. Satono needs healing. Which one is Satono again? This one is Satono. Go get some hills. And I probably want to turn the oxygen back on before they suffocate. Okay, that seems good.
Yeah, I love beam weapons.
Beam weapons are insane. Like, my god, that's good.
I always love to try to, like, optimize their damage as much as I can.
Understandable.
Just, like, see, like, if it can barely hit, like, the maximum number of rooms possible or not.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right. Definitely want to go this way. Well, I mean, that's also an option, but this probably is better overall. You detect 2 ships, one chasing the other. Scanners show the pursuer's pirate. Hey, the civilian. Alright. I got a lot of missiles. I may as well just use everything again. Well, I probably should have waited for my oxygen to go up more, but oh well, this will be over very fast. So the Artemis will, again, just go straight for their weapons. The burst laser is going to go for their shields, and then the hull beam. I see they got a boarding platform. There's basically nothing I can do about that. But I should be able to do this and hit 3 rooms at the top of the device, which is going to fuck with them quite a bit, arguably. I'm going to... I guess until they start trying to board, it's best not to take the time for that. Yep, there they go. Now you go help your friend. They only sent 1 guy, though, so that's not the worst. Okay, you both should probably go over here, and we need to take stock of the situation. Let's see. So, oxygen is fine for right this second. In theory, I've taken... Wait, I want to see something real quick. Okay, cool. Now, in theory, at this point, they now are unable to... Wait, their weapon systems are still online? I thought I hit that. Oh, well. Let the Artemis hit, turn it off, turn on the healing. You two need to heal up a bit. Okay, this should now be going better.
The oxygen is looking bad.
Yep, I'm aware. I was about to head over there now. Okay, got the money. Contact the civilians. Another weapon!
Another free weapon.
They respond, it's a good thing you came when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright. I like to help you like you helped me. Yeah, sure. What does this one do? This is a heavy laser. So it's another laser, like the burst laser. This one's definitely an expensive one to get online, though. Are you two about to? Okay, that room's fixed. Turn the oxygen back on. And then the two of you can go fix the shields. Man, I can't believe I've gotten so many weapons today. That is insane. Okay, now we'll have everyone return back to their original locations. Well, wait, which one's Sanyo? This one's Sanyo. Go heal yourself. Back to your location. And we're gonna wait a minute for the oxygen to return to normal levels.
Were you gonna check out what the laser does anyway?
Oh yeah, good. Thank you. Silly me. So shots per charge is 2, as opposed to the preceding one, which was 3, so these better be stronger. Normal damage 2 as opposed to normal damage 1. And possible effect, breach and fire. That definitely seems like a pretty darn good weapon. I don't know if in general it's worth the very heavy cost it takes, but at the same time, if I were to turn, you know, the burst laser, the whole beam, and the Artemis all online using 5 power, but I were in a situation where, say, I couldn't do that because I was out of missiles, then instead I could do the whole beam and the heavy laser too, which would ultimately have, you know, the same cost, but be better than the whole beam and the heavy laser 1, or whatever the difference is. Or burst laser 2, sorry. So for now, at least, it seems like it's not a bad thing to have. Let's see, and then of course there's power bars and things. How much do shields cost again? So I'm like 1 shy of the mark of which it would be worth me trying to boost shield, but for right this moment, we're going to go ahead and just keep exploring. We need more money anyway, and who knows, I might find something more to my liking. Okay, this area is very interconnected, so just getting into that area so I can linger there for a while until I have to go is probably a good call. Okay, we've got another rebel ship. And of course they have a drone. And we still got plenty of missiles, so we'll turn off the oxygen, turn on this guy, hit a missile into their weapon system, hit a burst laser into their shield system, and then we're going to go ahead and do a whole beam. What is the best that I can optimize this with? I feel like the only way I could do 3 rooms is to do something like this. That might be worthwhile. Honestly, I don't think their drone is going to be able to do much if I get everything else down anyway, so should be safe. Yeah, like, so long as it doesn't have any other weapons, the drone just, you know, does that one thing. Oh shit, they have a beam weapon. Well, wait, that was not a beam weapon. I'm full of shit. You clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. No, you don't get your lives. Airlock. Whew. And taking out my shield system like that was genuinely very frustrating, but otherwise that was a pretty good fight, I would dare say. Got a decent amount of money, got a decent amount of fuel, and other things. Alright, so let's see. Turn the oxygen back on. Does anyone need healing? No, they do not. Alright, we'll let the oxygen track back upwards for a little bit, and then we'll continue on. This run isn't terrible so far. Could be better, but it is not terrible.
If you don't think it's going well, then would you like a tip on how to better use beam weapons?
Sure, I suppose. I was mostly being sort of neutral towards a lot of stuff, but if you've got a hint, I wouldn't mind it.
There. So, there are ways to hit an insane number of rooms with beams, and I definitely think that you should be experimenting with that more. Like, the last ship easily could have hit 5 rooms with that beam.
That's a fair point. I think in my mind I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to hit the same rooms that I'm hitting with the other things, but that's silly. That, like, double hitting the room only does more damage to the hull. A transmission from the nearby planet indicates an outpost below which offers supply. Oh, right, look, the shop. I literally knew that when I clicked on it. Okay. Don't care to do boarding. Don't really care about defense drones right now. Don't want either of these. Then there's options for selling things. How much does the heavy laser sell for? 32, but I'm probably not going to do that just yet because I can see certain advantages to holding on to that. Missiles are fine. I have plenty of fuel at the moment. So dropping by 30 would put me back to 59. But I also wanted to buy some of the stuff in the ship menu. Now, I've got enough weapons. I think we'll go ahead and sell this heavy laser Mark III for the extra money, and then we're going to return, and we're going to do a decent amount of repairs with this. And then let me think a little bit more about ship upgrades. So, need 2 more bars to get this, and then I can get 2 more bars of this. And then I can add those extra 2 bars into the shield, and thus we got a second layer shield, which is really good from what we've discussed in the past. And I guess I might as well repair up the remainder of this. Okay, I think that's overall a good choice. Now I have more shield. I have really good weapon situation. I have myself fairly well repaired. I think we're in good shape. Now let's see. I think we can afford to go here. All of these nodes are connected to the exit, so I can afford to take my time. If there becomes a rush to the exit, I can do that. Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated rebel scout has used a local satellite to deploy a virus. Oh, fuck. So this is one of those again. Okay, so... but it only took out 1 shield. Curious. I'm very glad...
You must take out half of your shield bars.
I'm really glad I went ahead and upgraded the shield right before this. Jesus, that was lucky.
And this one doesn't have a drone.
Indeed. I feel like I'm honestly best off just going straight for the weapon system with the burst laser, not wasting my missile on this. And then, let's see. I can hit 4 rooms. But actually, that's the wrong way to do that. It's better to do it that way, because then I hit a room that's unaffected. Or an empty room. I think this is a good plan. Let's let it go.
That was rather unfortunate.
What was unfortunate?
That.
Oh. Oh well, they're dead anyway. I didn't really lose much of anything from that fight. Got lots of money. Always good. And let's see. Koakuma. Which one is Koakuma? This is Koakuma. Go heal yourself, Koakuma. Nice. Okay. Not enough power. Oh, right, because I don't need the medbay online. There we go. Man, the game's ways of dealing with clicking some of these buttons is confusing. Alright, so we are here. The exit is there. Looks like we have... Yeah, I can definitely afford to go to at least 1 more node. Ooh, this guy's got a lot of stuff. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty if you sit tight. Fair. Let's see. Not a very good idea off the top of my head just from looking at this guy, what he's got available, but to be fair, I feel like I've got a very, very good setup here, and this guy has 1 shield. So we'll be the hero. We'll attack. The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks weapons onto your ship. Yeah, this looks like something I could probably take down. Turn off the oxygen, turn on the weapons. We're gonna, as per usual, start with an Artemis to their weapon supply, since that is going to end up cutting off their ability to hurt me, especially since they don't have a drone or a boarding party. Then the burst laser is gonna hit their shields, and now, just to figure out how I can optimize the rooms as much as possible. Maybe something like this? Ooh, that's good, that's good. That's 4 rooms. You were absolutely right, Grayson. I should always be thinking how good I can do with this kind of stuff. Okay, let's give it a go.
Teams are awesome.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I got very lucky to get one. If they get any damage in at all on me, they're going to be doing really good. Oh yeah, they didn't even do a single damage. They're just really fucked. Oh, they're giving me a shop of some sort. That's pretty cool. I did not, you can just get random shops from these sorts of fights. Granted, I do have very limited supplies overall, so in terms of money. I don't really need to worry about repair too much. I feel like I'm fine with fuel, and I got enough missiles that there's no particular rush. So surprisingly enough, despite being offered the opportunity, I'm not going to actually take them up on any of it. Alright, so... Question, is that exit node in the warning field? It doesn't look
no,
like...
you can see that, like, you see the red circle flashing around the two that are in the area.
I do see that. So let me think this through. So if I head straight to the exit now, then that will end up causing the... Yeah, I have to go straight to the exit now. If I explore even one more, it will get taken over. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Ah, we got a Rebel Scout. Well, we're definitely going to do that. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Yeah, but this guy's really not all that impressive looking. Okay, so right off the bat, they have both weapons and drones, so that's going to be annoying. Okay, so let's see. The Artemis should take down their weapon, as per usual. Burst Laser will deal with their shields, and then the Hull Beam will try to get rid of the drones with. I'm probably going to have to take a little bit of damage in this process. Oh, and I just realized I never turned my oxygen levels back on again. I'll see how the fight goes and turn it on as soon as I can do. Okay, we should be good that I can do something like that now. Since we're more limited, I'll turn one engine down and turn the oxygen on. Oh, I just noticed that they managed to damage my weapon systems a bit. I need to be repairing that. Alright, we got rid of them. Okay, got a missile back, got some money. Ooh, another missile and even more money. That's good shit. Okay. You both should probably go get yourselves healed. Okay, return back to your positions. Turn that off, turn that on, and then turn both of these on. Whew, I think this run is going pretty well so far. I don't know what you think.
I think so.
Next sector. Hey, we will go to Zoltan Control. Oh, I love how I just immediately entered into a fucking nebula cloud. You've entered Zoltan territory. This species is not renowned for giving anything for nothing, but you can always be assured a fair hearing. Fucking stupid nebula. Alright, but we can leave the nebula apparently right off the bat, which is nice. So that's 2 new nodes, that's a fuck ton. Well, no, it's just 3 new nodes, but this is definitely the ideal choice.
Bad news about the exit, though. It's in a nebula.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with that. A Revit autonomous... Revit, yes, Peter.
Revit?
A Rebel autonomous scout is exploring this beacon. You attempt to hide behind a nearby moon, but the ship finds you and begins to assault. That's not that scary. I'm not even going to waste my Artemis on this guy since it doesn't have a shield. We're just going to use the burst laser immediately on that, and then we're going to hit everything practically. Oh, wait, why am I doing that? If I do it from here, then I can hit 2 rooms that are, you know, non-essential rooms. I don't know how to describe it. Wait, it says on this thing. Systemless. There we go. That's the word the game uses. Systemless. And I guess I can have... Oh, I guess I cannot. Okay, yeah, I think we're good to go. And they only have 2 weapons, so in theory, they shouldn't even be able to pierce the shields unless one ignores shields. Okay, they're multi-hit, never mind. But still, that was a very quick fight. fuck ton of money, more fuel, etc. Oh wait, I probably should make sure I actually repair stuff. I feel like one of the things I should probably definitely try to upgrade soon is just getting more crew, because I feel like at this point I probably could do with more crew on this ship. Okay, which one of these unlocks the most new nodes I've not seen? So that node I already know what it is. That would only give me one new piece of information, that would give me 2, and that would give me 3. So this is the ideal choice. Ooh, fancy ship. A Zoltan ship is waiting in this beacon. They request your identification, but radiation from the sun in the system is disrupting your communications. They take your silence for aggression and move into attack. Alright, so seems they've got a few fancy things on here, but they don't have any drones, and they don't have a boarding thing, so mostly it's about getting their weapon system down, so I think that, again, I will just use the burst laser on the weapon system, and the whole beam will try to hit as many useful things as we possibly can do. I think that there's no real good way here that I can hit more than a few rooms at once, but still I can throw their navigation off of something like that and damage 4 rooms in one go. Hang on, actually, let me try that one more time and see if there's a way from the bottommost corner of this guy. Oh my fucking god. Really? Well, that's certainly worthwhile. Right.
Bam.
Let's see how that goes. Did I make a misjudgment? It didn't seem like the laser did anything. Oh, because I didn't take the shield down. That would probably be the issue.
Yeah, Zoltan shield.
Zoltan shield? Is that different somehow?
You didn't see it?
I guess I didn't. Oh, it recharges fast. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, I think in that case we'll go ahead and... Yeah.
There, is this the kind of thing you want me to tell you about, or just figure out yourself? Because we'll definitely see it again in the sector.
You can explain it. I think that I'm obviously not getting whatever the idea is here.
So when the enemy's ship, like then their shield is green instead of blue, and it has a bar like below their shield like circles, it's basically like extra temporary shield layers.
I see. Okay, that should take that down, but I don't want the Artemis online anymore because I don't, well, there was no point anyway. Okay. Automated reloader. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. What is the augmented reloader? Let's see. Automated reloader. Cooldown between weapon shots improved by 10%. Ooh, that's very nice. That's a good find. Go get yourselves healed. Sonyo's health is fine, I think. Yep, it's fine.
Automated reloader is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. That means that if I were to attack after the enemy would, now I almost certainly will probably go first.
Sure. If you and the enemy have the exact same weapons as each other, you'll be able to fire yours in only 90% of the time.
Nice. Let's see. No shops yet. I might want to actually spend a little bit of my money at this point then. Let's see. So what can I make easier for myself? So, how much does this cost? That's 100, but then I need extra 40 to actually be able to get even more of that online. Or I could go this route and increase the engines even more, which isn't a bad call. 45 plus 50, 95. I might go that route. Alright, now I have even more dodge, which is really nice. I think that probably is pretty good, don't you?
What is? Sorry, I looked away.
Oh, sorry, I upgraded engines twice.
Ooh, really good.
Alright, let's see. So, the enemy on the left is only just now sort of appearing, so let's see. I need to end up at that node. This one connects back down to this one, which connects over to this one, which goes like that. I could do some long swing upwards like that. I might go for that. Alright, we got another Zoltan ship. Anything interesting here? No. Okay. Alright, I think we'll just go for same strategy. Artemis on their shield system. Then we're going to burst laser their weapons system. And we're going to hull beam from exactly the same corner, hitting as many rooms as possible. With the extra dodge, I might even do better at missing some of their attacks, which would be nice. Ooh, they are taking such an absurd amount of damage by this point. Well, it wasn't without casualty, but it wasn't a bad fight by any means. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Yep, that works. What is with this? Oh, I bet they knocked my shields off, didn't they? Jesus, that must have been powerful for them to knock off 2 layers of shield at once. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, there's certainly some powerful ion weapons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I probably actually want to heal them up.
I honestly don't know much about, you know, the different varieties of ion weapons, because I very rarely go for them.
Fair enough. Okay, there we go. Distress beacon. Alright. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet, blah blah blah. We've seen a million of these. Promise to help. You consider your options. Only have one option. You fire a few volleys from a distance, and it is clear the defense system is no match for your weapons. However, the station does not like my solution. Blah blah blah. Got a missile. Got scrap. Got more money. Very nice. Okay, then we go back up. You spot a pirate ship looting a small Zoltan cruiser. They spot you and move in to attack before your FTL drive has a chance to recharge. My FTL drive? I don't want to flee. I want to destroy this guy. However, they've got 2 shields, so I absolutely am going to need to be careful about this one. Okay, Artemis will take out their shields. Burst laser will... they've got a boarding thing. That's kind of frightening. Honestly, with 2 shield, I probably want to try to make absolutely sure that's down. There's no real point in me trying to attack their boarding thing. That's going to go off before I can do anything about it anyway. There's some way that I can optimize the room strategy with the hull beam, though, is the question. I think that's about as good as I can do, is just 4 rooms. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any better than that. I feel like this is the optimal orientation. Right. A little worried about this one, but let's see how it goes. Yep, there's the boarding party. Of course, I knew from the get-go that that was going to happen, because of course it was going to happen. If they have a boarding thing, they probably intend to use it. Take everything we have, and let's both forget this happened. I have no real reason to accept that surrender from you guys, and you're not really offering me very much. Okay, let's pause for a second, and let's see. I don't really need to be doing this Artemis, so we can turn on the healing. At this point, like, they're very fucked. The burst laser and the hull beam will probably finish them off. Oh, fucking hell, what the hell? That's unlucky. Oh well. A little bit extra damage to my hull, but otherwise a fine fight. Definitely gonna need to find a shop soon and actually repair it, though. We're below half hull strength, and that's a little bit worrying. Oh, right, the oxygen. Oh, I don't want to turn that off. I don't really need the engines right yet.
You said it like you don't have a ton of extra power bars at the moment.
Yeah, good point. I could literally turn everything on that's available. Thanks, Grayson. I zoned out for a second, and it was not a good second to be zoning out.
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, you both go heal yourselves the rest of the way. And then we can go ahead and reorganize. Oh, wait, shields. Shields. And those shields are taking a long time to heal, but I guess that is because there's 4 layers of them. Okay, return to your posts, and we will go ahead and turn the shield back on. Whew, that was quite something. But we've made it, and we still got a decent amount of hull. We're probably fine for the time being. Man, I really am hoping I bump into a shop here before the end. That would be very nice. A ship refueling station is stationed at the beacon. We can purchase fuel here. I don't really need to, though. Like, fuel is the one thing I have an immense amount of, so no thanks. The Mantis outcasts sometimes make the mistake of taking the Zoltan for easy game. A scout moves in to attack while a boarding party beams aboard from a nearby transport. Okay, so we've got an immediate boarding party to deal with, but we've also got the ship. The ship only has 1 shield, which isn't enormously problematic. However, I don't like the fact that presumably the intruders on board is a scripted event, whereas they also still have a, they still have a teleporter to board us on their ship as well, so presumably there will be a second round of intruders also. Let's see, so they don't have any drones, so at least there's that I don't have to worry about. Okay, so let's go ahead and start making some decisions about the things we need to do. So they're in the oxygen room. I'd probably be turning that off at this point anyway, so it's not going to make a huge difference. The Artemis needs to take that shield down immediately, and the burst laser should get rid of their weapons. And then let's just destroy as much shit as we can with the hull beam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's probably about as good as I'm gonna get, I'd imagine. That seems like a good selection of rooms to get rid of. Although, if I did it from the other side, I'd hit the slightly more important oxygen room. Yeah, that seems like a better bet. Okay. Now, other than that, one of you guys really does need to be at the helm. The other 2 can go ahead and fight one of the Mantis in that room. I don't like the fact that... Oh god, what the hell. That's a lot of fucking damage those guys do. Well, I think for now we're going to have to focus on just destroying them, which I think is probably going to be just fine. And then we can have them meet us in the healing room. This is going to be an annoying process, but I think this is my best bet at the end of the day. Okay, let's see. So definitely want the healing room online. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Time is limited. How long are you guys going to take to destroy that? Okay, cool. They're finally entering. Now we can have our battle. I think I have no choice, but I've got to rush and do something about the oxygen. Wait, can you heal up faster than they can kill you? No, you cannot. Oh, Jesus, that is very bad. Turn the oxygen back on, get some oxygen back. No, you don't die on me, idiots. Now get your healing going again. Oh god, they're taking the oxygen out again. I might just be dead from this one. And kill the intruders so we can fix this problem. Okay, that's 2 of them dead. Go back to the oxygen room again. Person with lowest health, stay there where you're safer. Okay, turn the oxygen's already back on. Wait, did one of them die? Oh, no, we're all good. We're all here. They destroyed the oxygen again. Back to the oxygen room. I think I'm gonna have to fight them around here at this point. I may lose a crew member over this, but I don't have a lot of option at this point. Ooh, this has been a scary incident. Pretty sure there's still one on board somewhere, but we'll let them come to me.
No.
Oh. Oh man, that was a terrifying fight.
Yeah, that... I could definitely say that I was worried that you were going to die right there.
Yeah, no kidding. Wait, why is the hull so low?
Every time they destroy a system, you lose a hull point.
Oh, that's...
And you let them destroy the oxygen over and over and over and over again.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that only exterior stuff could damage the ship. The ship's hull, I mean. Well, we're probably screwed then. I cannot get into any more fights, pretty much, like, at all. That's extremely worrying.
Would you like some advice that I think you probably could have used during that fight?
Sure, I guess.
Don't have to if you don't want it.
No, I'm happy to hear it.
I feel like in that situation with, like, you know, like, having to fight them in the med bay while the oxygen is destroyed and everything, I would have just sent the one person who's the most hurt to fix the oxygen while everyone else continues to fight them in the med bay.
That's not a bad idea, I must admit.
And going back to the very start of the battle, I probably wouldn't have, you know, let them destroy all the stuff in the back. You probably want to remember that you have airlocks.
Oh, airlocks can kill them too. Oh, right. That does make sense.
Yeah.
I kind of forget about that fact from time to time.
And, well, this is, you know, something that I wouldn't expect you to have figured out or anything like that. Typically, depriving a room of oxygen does get people in that room to stop trying to attack the system in that room. So, ironically, depleting the oxygen room of oxygen would probably be the smartest bet there.
That makes sense. I definitely would not have been aware of that, though. Well, hopefully we don't have to fight anyone at the exit, or we're probably screwed. Oh, I probably should have turned on my weapons. Long-range beacon. Okay, we're very lucky. There's nothing here I have to fight.
Hope there's a shop soon.
If there is, this run may live on. Otherwise, we may very well be done. Okay, off to the civilian sector. Welcome to the new sector. Okay, with any luck, we're just immediately going to be... Nope, of course not. Of course there wouldn't just be immediately a shot. That would have been nice. Is there anything I can buy that would increase the hull? Like, is there anything in here that just automatically raises the hull up a bit by the maximum? Like, maximum raises so current health goes up with it a bit?
Nah.
Damn. I know some games have features like that, where if you upgrade your maximum health, your current health goes up with it, so I was hoping.
Alas, there are no max health upgrades.
Okay, I need to choose whatever will give me the most new information. So that would give me 3 new nodes. That would give me 4 new nodes. This is definitely the ideal option. And that may very well be the end of us if we end up in a very bad situation. Small platform orbits near the beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices and spectrum of frequencies and languages. So I could dock with the refueling platform, or I could ignore the refueling platform. This feels like a scripted event. This does not feel like this is just a shop, and even if it were just a, like it'd be a fueling thing overall, which I'm fine with fuel. We're gonna ignore this. Oh. Apparently you can still lose, even if you fucking ignore it. God damn it, really? That's very frustrating.
On the bright side, if you accepted, you might have just, gotten the same result as last time.
Fair. As you prepare to leave the system, a pirate ship, okay, blah blah blah. These guys, so long as they don't have a missile, I might be able to make it. I don't know if they have a missile or not, though. It looks like they do have a missile, so I may very well be screwed. I can probably afford to take one hit, but no more than that. Well, we'll do what we can, and hopefully we'll make it happen. But probably not. If I get out of here, it's going to be like one whole point left, probably. Ah, fuck. Apparently their weapon was enough to do 2 hull damage in 1 shot. That's very frustrating. I was hoping if something did hit, it would do 1 damage. Apparently not. That's apparently not how it works. Well, damn.
That was rather unfortunate, but yeah, once you entered that battle, there wasn't really much you could have done.
Yeah, unfortunate. I was hoping by ignoring the scripted event, I would just be saying, no, I don't want to engage in any scripted events, but apparently that's not how the game works. Even if you say no, you can still get a battle. That's highly unfortunate. Well then. I could start one more round. I don't know that I will play, I probably won't play through the whole thing, but we'll play for a bit longer.
Oh wow.
Oh wow?
I'm just surprised. Usually, you stop after one, semi-long run.
That wasn't that long of a run, in my opinion. I feel like it got stopped really early. Guess we did the same thing. So that is the nature of random game like a roguelike, is that anything can happen. Although, to be fair, this is a case of my own idiocy being the bigger problem, but also at the same time, one could make an argument that, I never really did anything that was particularly stupid based off of my own knowledge of the game. It was from not knowing how to deal with the situation I found myself in.
Yeah, borders can be tricky.
Indeed. That was a lot of damage those guys did. I'm used to borders doing, barely any fucking damage. But, those were taking out, a quarter of our health bars at once. It was kind of insane. Okay, nothing too amazing happening here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing that we've been doing. Ew, gross, they have a defense drone. That's annoying. How do enemies in the first area already have a fucking defense drone? They look like they don't want to fight. They are trying to escape. Well, too bad for you guys. I'm not even going to worry about trying to stop their FTL. They're going to be dead next time I hit them with literally anything. You pick through the remains and contact the settlement. Ooh, I used up a lot of missiles from that, though. That's kind of worrying. Okay, civilian ship. Continue. Okay, same deal. Artemis will take down the shields. Burst laser will take down the weapons. Man, I miss having a beam. That's very annoying that I no longer have a beam.
Maybe you'll be able to buy one in the future.
Yeah, we'll turn off the Artemis for a moment. Their shield will take a minute to repair anyway. That would certainly be nice, wouldn't it? Alright. Not a terrible fight. More good stuff. Even got one of the missiles back. Ooh, a store. Very nice. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll just immediately have what I'm looking for. No. This is a beam, though, of some sort. A halberd beam. Slow, but reliably powerful standard beam weapon. Firepower 3, charge time 17 seconds. Frustrating, though, that it requires fucking 3 power. Jesus fuck, that's a lot. That is sort of...
2 damage, though.
That is true, that is true. A damage per room hit 2. That might be worth trying to get to work. The only issue is that I don't have an immense amount of money at the moment. I don't have a lot of, you know, the weapon bars yet either. Still, it might not be a bad direction to go in. But if they have a shield, there's like fuck all I can do about, you know, using this without enough. Fine, we'll try to make this work. But I'd have to sell something in order to do that. I guess we'll try to get rid of the burst laser then, because I really don't know what else it could be. I might already be making a really idiotic mistake with this plan of mine. In the store.
Oh, only one way to find out.
Indeed. And I have enough left over that I can probably boost this weapon by 1 more. Exactly. Okay. And so if I turn off the oxygen, I can probably turn both of those on. Well, we're going to see how this plays out. This is going to be a close one, though, for sure. Until I get some more resources. Oh, opportunity to try. Hello! Your communicator opens a hell from a nearby ship. Our weapon systems are malfunctioning, and we're too afraid of pirates to travel home unassisted. Can you escort us? Sure. Great, take this bit of fuel as a down payment. We'll be 1 step behind you following your jump signatures. Don't want to take any risks now, do we? Got a quest marker. So that is the marker. We'll start going in the general direction of that. Spot a rebel ship. Does not seem to want to engage you. Demand the surrender of their goods. You prepare to secure their cargo by force. They look like they don't want to fight. They are trying to escape. Okay, so I'm going to have to, unfortunately, do something about that. So the Artemis is going to have to focus on their engine room. As much as I'd really rather not focus on their engine room, I don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter. We're going to do something like this with the halberd beam. But yeah, if I don't stop them from jumping, we're screwed. Well, screwed is a bit of a harsh word for it, but it's certainly going to be problematic. Really, it hit the weapon system, of all things. Now let the halberd beam do its thing. Okay, you guys need to fix the oxygen up. And I need to turn this guy back on so I can stop them from charging your FTL, because presumably they started trying to make progress again. There's another micromanagement one. Okay, let's see what's going on our ship. So everything seems fine here. Okay, we managed to make that work somehow. I will say that halberd's really powerful, but I really do need more to really make that effective. Okay. Granted, I'm also relying rather heavily on the missiles at the moment, so I'm going to need to make sure I get more of those. Otherwise, I may very well be screwed. Okay. That seems to be adjacent to practically everything, so that's a good node to go to. A strange vessel approaches. A digital message appears on your view screen. This is an automated merchant. Refill this vessel with fuel and it will supply you with drones. No thanks, I literally can do nothing with drones. may as well see the quest marker guy, and then I can wander around a bit up there if need be. Shortly after you arrive, the ship you were escorting jumps nearby. They thank you for your help and offer you a reward. Nice! Missiles. That's good. That definitely will help. Alright, so let's see. I could do a bit of a arc like that. That seems like I should have time for that. Okay, you are not that scary. Ooh, I should have got my oxygen out more before I attempted this. Oh well. So, go straight for their shield, and then the halberd beam. We want to make sure we need to be able to hit the weapons room with that. Is there a way I could do something like this with this? Not really. I could do this, though. 4 rooms is still pretty good.
Might be able to hit 5 there.
Not sure where you're seeing 5.
I don't know, I said might for a reason. It's hard to tell without, like, messing with it myself.
Yeah, and on top of that, if there is anything that one can do, I'm kind of vaguely convinced that it would require me to give up on hitting a critical room. There are certain things I kind of need to...
Oh, no, I just meant, like, what you were trying to do initially.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm the kind of weirdo who likes to go all pixel perfect with it.
Doesn't even seem like it mattered. Between the missile and the halberd beam, that just insta-killed them. Kind of insane.
Yeah, I forget just how good 2 damage per room is.
Yeah, that's
For 4 rooms, that's 8 damage.
Oh yeah, that's an insane amount of damage. I honestly think this may have been a good call, but I probably should try to upgrade my weapon systems more in the future, otherwise I'm going to have a bit of a hard time with this. And let's see. This would be a bit of a risk. I think I'll go for this. Civilian colonists loyal to the rebel cause are present on a nearby planet. It looks like they are currently receiving a supply shipment. Could be useful. So I could attack the rebels, I could wait and still, or I could leave them be. We'll attack. I feel like that's the best bet. Same deal as usual. Hit the shields with the Artemis, and then the halberd beam. Oh god, I just noticed something. I have not been playing with the oxygen levels right. I hate to do this, but my best bet is to cut the engine down one and get the oxygen levels back up, but I need my 4 power to the weapons, or I literally can't do very much about it. Ooh, that actually works. I'm astounded that that works, but that somehow works. They have enough health that I think that it may not be over in 1 blast, though I think it'll take 2, but, you know, so be it. Of course they go for the oxygen.
I want to cancel the... Oh wait, that's right.
What was that you just said was right?
I was saying you might want to cancel the halberd beam because the shield didn't get taken down. But I forgot, because it does 2 damage, it can pierce 1 layer of shield.
Oh, really? I hadn't even realized that myself.
I totally forgot that's how beams work.
That's insane.
If your thing does 1 damage and there's 1 layer of shield, it'll get completely blocked. If it does 2 and there are 2 layers, it gets blocked. But if it does 1 more damage than the number of layers of shield, it'll do 1 damage to each room.
Indeed. Alright, let's see. So, turn the engines back on properly. Wait, do any of you need healing? Doesn't appear like it. Alright, return to your destinations. Alright, I'm gonna let the oxygen level get back up again so that I don't run into a similar problem again. Because that would be very unfortunate. I want to have that extra dodge that the second engine brings on, and I will not have that if I'm fiddling around with the oxygen. Alright, let's get out of here. You arrived at the long-range beacon. There are a number of ships stationed around a rest stop. You immediately receive a message saying, if you're looking for some bodies to fill your ship, you've come to the right place. Ooh, 25? That's an amazingly good price. Yeah, we'll hire that.
It's not showing any difference between the two of them. Why would you give who would get the more expensive one, right?
Yeah, that's kind of idiotic. But yeah, let's go ahead and give this person a name.
Like, it tells you if they're good at, like, skills already. It didn't say that this more expensive one was good at anything else.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Just the same person, but with two prices.
Let's see. They cause damage when they explode, apparently. They can power ship systems and stuff. So
They cause damage when they explode.
Wild. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any Toho characters that fit any of these characteristics. I guess the, like, you know, power to occupied systems being energized and all sort of gives me, like, a sense of life force or something, and I think, like, Keiki when I think of that, so we'll go with that for now, just as something quick to work with. Okay, so since I don't have anyone on the shield system, we'll have Keiki on the shield system. Okay, that's good. Now I have both a boost to the engines and a boost to the shield system. Very good. Okay, that's good. I think that was a good call. Very good price. You know, there's no time like the present. We'll try a rebel-controlled area. I want to avoid the fucking nebulas. This sector was hit hard by the rebellion. The many alien settlements and stations located here are now watched over by an almost equal number of rebel bases, heavy-handedly keeping the peace. So
I love just like the moment you see the map. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fairly straight shot down to the exit, but obviously I don't want to go just straight to the exit. Let's see what's at the distress beacon. You know, like, the game immediately told me I have no choice but to go to sectors I don't want to go to. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Tell them to offer assistance. It's one of these. Sure. That was definitely worth it. 1 damage for 4 fuel and 29 money. Abs-fucking-lutely.
Oh, you might want to take care of that, though.
You might want to take care of what? Oh, right. Oh god. Is that one class just really low health or something? Well, class is a bit of a weird way to describe that. Oh, I know what I could be doing. I'm being stupid. This is probably the best way to do this. Considering I can't heal in between. Just let the oxygen depletion deal with it. Whew, I nearly made a dumb.
Maybe click the close all doors button.
Oh yeah, fair point. Probably want to open now as well so that the oxygen can spread better.
Probably want to get repairing too.
Oh yeah, good call. Okay, you guys go in here, and we're going to turn off the engine so I can turn on the healing as soon as that comes online. I don't think any other systems are damaged, so you guys move out of the way so Keiki here can get the health back.
Don't forget about Kokuma.
What's Kokuma's problem? Oh, Kokuma still has some health issues.
Yeah, you can see all their health on the left side.
Fair. Okay, return to your bases, and then we're going to close all doors. Okay, that worked out, amazingly enough. Not too bad. Got some decent stuff in the process. Wait, why is one of the shield?
Yeah.
What was that?
I was gonna say, you had a question about the Zoltan person. You could probably just check the crew thing to see the answer to that.
Alright, fair enough. Max health reduced to 70. Okay, yeah, absolutely. They do have less health because they were dying a lot faster.
Yeah, you might still imagine the two worst races for combat are Zoltans and NG.
Fair. Although, certainly for any other purpose, seems like there are good things that can come from them. Anyway. Store.
Sure, the ones that are good at combat are usually pretty terrible at repairing.
Makes sense. Okay, so let's see. Right off the bat, got another beam weapon. That's insane, but that's probably not something that's a wise bet to go on. Okay, so first of all, right off the bat, what all do we have as options? FTL navigation, stealth weapons, long-range scanners. No, don't care about any of that. Probably, in theory, should upgrade my missiles a bit. Probably should repair a bit as well. Let's see. And then, of course, there's options like these that one can upgrade as well. Like, in theory, I could try to put 50 towards the shield, although I'd still need a little bit more to make that work. And there's a part of me that also still thinks that, like, getting this burst laser so that there's something else that does a bit of extra damage isn't a bad call either. Ugh. There's a lot of stuff here that I would kind of like to have, but I only have so much money is the problem at the end of the day. Limitations. They're so limiting.
Good old limitations.
Indeed.
I know what I would do, but it is not my place to say.
No, it's not your place to say. Which is unfortunate. Let me think through the math in my head for a second about all this. I have a plan, and it's probably not the right one. That's what I'm gonna roll with.
Good news, that's what I would have done.
Alright, cool.
I don't know if it's good either, but it's what I would have done.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like I need that extra attack, especially if I run out of missiles. If I run out of missiles, I'm just out of fucking luck if any ships have shields. Now, granted, I can't... Oh, fuck. Really? Okay, well, let's see. For now, we're just going to stick with what we have been doing. We're going to use a missile on their shield system, and then we're going to halberd beam as many of these as I possibly can, which really isn't all that many, unfortunately, but we'll roll with what we can here. We'll ignore the burst laser for the moment. I don't think I've really got any other options that'll terribly work here. Okay. Unfortunately, I probably will take a couple damage here just because of the fact that there's an asteroid field and one of their stupid goddamn drones, which is not ideal, but, you know, not really all that much I can fucking do about it. I think I probably can turn Artemis off for the second being. I don't think it's super necessary that I have that when their ship is in such horrendous shape. One more halberd beam should just kill them. Actually, an asteroid could kill them. That was sort of funny.
Good old asteroids.
Yeah, that was an amusing end to the fight. How did they die? The asteroids. Okay, my system seems good. I don't really even have to heal anyone. Ooh, another store. Although I would like a little bit more money before I do that, so perhaps I will try going to this node and then possibly popping my head back up again for it. There is a small planet nearby with scattered settlements. A small rebel fleet is in an orbit with many planets varying back and forth. It must be a more recently liberated planet. That literally tells me nothing, game. At this point, I think the store is probably not going to end up happening, which is unfortunate. Hang on. There is a way. We'll visit this node, and if it seems like I got a particularly good goodie, I can try to go to the store and then make a rush for the exit. Okay, we got another automated scout. For now, we'll just do the same thing. Artemis on the shield, and then the halberd beam cutting across the main components of this thing. Man, I wish the rooms on these drones were closer together, but I guess it makes sense that they don't really need to be on a drone. Okay, that's off, so I can turn off the Artemis now. And the halberd should finish them off. Okay. I'm running low on missile supplies again, so I should probably pick some up at that store. I think that it is in my best interest to go there. Alright. So we got another fucking beam, I see. I'm not buying another one, though. I've already got one, and I definitely cannot have both running at once. Okay, so let's see. It's also repair damage, though honestly I think I'm still fine in that regard. We'll buy a couple of missiles, sort of topping ourselves off. And I think for the sake of having more to work with here... Question. So the shield is getting like an extra boost from Zoltan Man, right? If I were to buy another shield thing, would one more end up equating out to 2 shields in that case?
So, do what now?
So, it says here that it's got a Zoltan bonus power on it. Can I treat this as there being 3 already, and if I buy one more, I can essentially get a second shield?
You need to buy 2 bars of the shield to get another shield layer.
Okay, so the answer
Even if you have power to give it, you cannot put it into the system because you can only put it in, like, you know, 2s.
Yeah, you're not understanding my question, but it doesn't matter because you indirectly answered it anyway, so...
What was your question, then?
This Zoltan guy, does his existence make it so rather than needing 4 shield things, I only need 3 of them? And you basically just told me no.
No, he's basically an extra reactor power for whatever room he's in. He's just power.
Oh, wait, so... Do I even... Oh.
Yeah, as you can see, if you take away the second power, it doesn't even have the shield anymore.
Jesus. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Do I want to buy any of this stuff? I feel like at the moment, probably the answer to that is vaguely a no. Then again, I could in theory have both the halberd beam and the burst laser going and just not worry about the Artemis if I had one more weapon control. Oh, wait. Yeah, sure, Peter, thing you can't afford. That makes a lot of sense. Well, it's a thought for when I can afford. Hey, yeah, we're just gonna need to make a run for the exit at this point. The Rebel fleet is catching up. Federation signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send an away party to investigate. You find a hidden Federation outpost. They message you. Quick, we just got word from a sister outpost that they have been discovered by the rebels and are under attack. If you are still loyal to the Federation, go save them. I had a quest marker. And I got some stuff, too. I don't think that makes it so I can afford that. That's what I was going for yet. No, I'm still too shy. How quickly can I jump back down? So let's see, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. And let me look at the width of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would never make it. As much as I would love to do that, I can't. I don't have the time. Small rebel ship. Okay. Can absolutely deal with that. The Artemis will take out their shields, and the halberd beam is going to... I can do better than that. Come on, I feel like I should be able to do this. Got it. 5. Alright, that probably is going to kill it. And yeah, you're right. Like, it hadn't dawned on me, but yeah, this Zoltan here is the entire reason why I don't have to turn off my oxygen anymore to do this. Whew, that already did so much trouble to them.
Yeah, it's only at half efficiency.
Indeed. Weird thing, normally I would go ahead and, you know, not accept this, but 6 missiles is something I cannot turn down. 6 fucking missiles, Jesus Christ. That's fucking amazing. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I've got time that I can go to the distress call. Once you arrive at the location of the
Distress call, a civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire and we can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Could you lead us there? Sure. And we got another quest marker. Of course you would. I can't finish that either. I don't have the time to go up there and then backtrack. That would be 4 moves, and by then the exit would be very, very dangerous. Sorry, guys. Okay, they're gonna try to FTL drive away, but that's fine. Oh, but wait, if they're trying to FTL drive, I have to send the Artemis at their engine room. Darn, that's unfortunate. Oh well. They want to get rid of their weapons if at all possible, so I think I should go from this angle, even if it would be nice if I could hit... Oh wait, does this thing even do the extra damage? No, it doesn't, so I don't even need to be worrying about rooms with no sensors on them. That was the other one that I had in the last run. Interesting, every weapon works differently is what I'm seeing. Ooh, got a lucky miss there. Oh, that was fast.
Nice.
Very easy fight. Probably have time. I could go for one more of these. Yeah, I should be able to go for one more of these. I hadn't even realized I'd be able to, but yeah, that's cool. The beacon at first glance seems home to a... Oh, I don't care about this at all. You found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. You must survive long enough to be able to jump to the next sector. Wait, what? I guess I misjudged what the timing on this was. I'd assumed that... Ah, well, I know for the future. That's unfortunate. Oh well, this ship's probably not all that scary, though. Take down their shield, if at all possible. Halberd beam through their weapon system, if at all possible. 4's pretty good number. Yeah, this isn't the worst fight in the world. I think we can do this. Oh, fuck, really, guys? Okay, we need to get Keiki some health back. Oh, that's interesting. Keiki just immediately starts powering the medbay because she is herself.
Indeed.
I'm curious at times. Also, I think I want to open up these doors here and just kill the fire that way. No, they destroyed the ship. There's no time to salvage the enemy ship. You must jump away before the cruisers get in firing range. Alright. I feel like we did fine with that, surprisingly enough.
Can you try restarting the Discord share screen? It's, the audio is starting to,
Sure.
descend into madness. Like crackling, skipping, it was a whole nightmare of audio quality degradation.
You three can fix up the engines in the meantime. Jump, and we're fucking out of here. Whew, man. For making such a bad mistake, I'm amazed I got out of that so easily. The Zoltan patrol their borders, but you... Oh, yeah, fair. But now I know for the future what I would think of as one turn before all hell breaks loose is actually the turn all hell breaks loose. I need to keep that in mind. Oh well, that's the kind of thing I would have only ever learned by experiencing it.
Sure.
But man, are those vessels difficult. Jesus Christ, that was quite a fight. If I weren't as well equipped as I am, I would have been very screwed.
Could have sworn you did know, like, the timing stuff before.
Maybe I forgot the timing.
Yeah, remember, like, the when you're trying to figure out if you could do like the whole big loop, it's like, okay, it'll be at the exit in 6 jumps, and then like you count it, or it would be in the 5, and you counted it with 6.
Fair.
And then you had to find like a different way, but you also couldn't be as efficient as you wanted to there.
Fair.
Maybe not.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What were you saying?
Do you remember the point where you were trying to find a big loop around like the entire sector?
Oh, right,
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I went and recounted the whole story before you told me you weren't listening.
I'm sorry, I zoned out. I've had a little bit of a headache for probably the last few hours, so to some degree and extent, my brain is lagging a little bit.
Sorry to hear that, and I can't pretend that I haven't, spaced out similarly.
Indeed. A couple more missiles, bunch more repair. And yeah, it's fine. But I also got myself to the point where I can now have 5 missile things, so I can do the burst laser and the halberd beam now, which in a lot of cases will probably be a better way to go about things. Alright, what's this distress beacon about? A small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. Well, today's your lucky day, guys, because I got a surplus. Wait. I probably have asked this before, but what is that in this font? Is that a 4 or a 9?
4.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want to spend 9, but 4 is fine. Ooh, upgraded reactor by 1. That's cool. Thank you. Perhaps as payment, our engineer can try to optimize your ship's reactor output. That's very nice, and that also means that now I can have all the weapon and still have everything else going, too. Very nice. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Sometimes the game is nice to me, amazingly enough.
True.
Okay, we've got these guys. Despite their precautions, pirates begin to harass local Zoltan settlements. Alright. So let's see. We're gonna use the burst laser on the shield, and then the halberd beam is just gonna try to hit as much shit as I possibly can with it. I am well aware of the fact, though, that I'm gonna be boarded, because there is a boarding thing there. So, yeah, just gotta pay attention for when they try to do that, because it is coming, and they will try to do that. Okay, you are not a good option for a fight.
Why are you sending them to the med bay?
Good question. I guess I was just trying to get them out of the range of the other guys, just in case.
The shield is deactivated now.
Wait, why did the shield deactivate? Oh, because...
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about Zoltans and, like, moving them from room to room.
Frustrating. Go repair that. Oh, God. And I know that's a very bad thing in and of itself. This is very bad. This is all because I tried to move the fucking Zoltan more than not.
I don't know about that. They have 2 missiles.
That is certainly very frustrating. Oh my fucking god, it never ends. I think that I need to get the Artemis to officially knock out their shield system, because it seems like this is not quite being sufficient. Their shields are frustratingly Is that another enemy? No, it's not. Wait, that is an enemy.
You just noticed them?
Wait, how long have they been on board?
Not that long, but they did get most of the way to destroying the oxygen.
God damn. Okay, get your health back up a little bit, and then we gotta do stuff about the front of the fucking ship. Thank fuck. That was one hell of a terrifying battle. Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that. I think you guys should just go to the back of the ship, and then we're going to open all of the doors. We're going to close these 2, and then we're going to open all of this. That should kill the oxygen.
Ah.
Or I should say that should kill the fire, rather. You went, ah. Did I do something wrong?
You do not have control of your doors anymore.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, not even the ship doors. Oh.
Yeah, the fire was most of the way through destroying it when you opened the doors.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done differently, though, frankly. God. Well...
I do have some advice if,
Yeah, I think I need it, because honestly I feel like I'm very likely to end up doing something that will kill me if I don't take your advice.
I think you just need to send 2 of them, preferably 2 of the humans, just into the door system to repair it. And, like, the moment that they do, you can move them to the med bay, because the med bay out-heals the oxygen damage.
Okay. And then I can close these doors, presumably. Okay, that I appreciate the input on that.
Well, it doesn't out-heal, but it evens out.
Oh man, that was ridiculous. You two should be good to go ahead and get the cameras back online so I can fucking see everything.
That was very scary.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
The moment, like, there was a fire in the helm and you just took the guy out of there, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Oops, I pressed the wrong button like a fool.
Probably just send people back to those stations.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Then we'll save, and then we'll...
Oh, you didn't have it saved already, that's why you did that.
I did. I hit the wrong button is what it is. I hit this button when trying to load the position.
Ah.
That's what the problem was. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the toilet quickly.
Alright. Yeah, I'll be right back as well. I'll def and hopefully he knows what that means.
Hey, I'm back. I like how I've been playing this game only a few times, but, you know, I've made it all the way to the end of the game, in theory, and yet I'm still discovering new things that are able to try and stop me, even now. Like, half this shit is not stuff I would have had to have dealt with before. Fortunate that I had to do that, but the damage I just took to the hull is substantial enough that that's kind of a necessity. Alright, onwards and forwards, I suppose. Okay, permission to dock. Dock with them, I guess. We've been studying the relationship between the species and have determined that the Federation still has potential to be a net positive for the galaxy. Please accept this gift to aid your journey. Alright, that works. Getting near the exits, this probably will be fine. Emergency, all ships in range, we are under attack. The frequency matches a nearby Zoltan ship. You move in on the pursuer, they take your intervention as a cue to jump away. Cowards. Well, if they're going to try to jump away, then I'm going to try to destroy them. Plain and simple. Let's send an Artemis missile to their... ideally their room for jumping. And we're going to halberd beam as many rooms as we possibly can. That seems like a good amount. Unless there's a way I can do more somehow. No, it doesn't seem like it. I guess 4 we'll have to do. Unless there's... Nah, that would make no difference. Trying to figure out if there is any way I can better optimize this. Nah, it doesn't really appear so. I might actually go for this orientation, though, because then I can strike the shields and the weapons, which is probably most ideal in a situation like this. Okay. Why is the engine not on? Okay. They do have a boarding thing, so I'm going to need to be mindful of that.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Can I just comment, especially now that you're back, that I find it amusing that they're trying to jump away, and yet they put an intruder on board? Ah yes, go sacrifice yourself for the cause. We're out of here.
Like, to be fair, the teleporter would probably have time to recharge before, they actually jump away.
That's a fair point. Alright, you win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. 1 missile. That's all you're gonna give me.
Augment. Augment.
Oh, wait. Scrap recovery arm. What does that one do again? This is a legit question because I don't remember.
It increases scrap that you gain by, I think, 15%?
That might be worth it. Okay, guys. Yeah, you can take that. Ah, parting gift from the assholes, I see. So you two go down there.
I love how if you have, like, shots that are still in the air, like when they surrender, they miss. But if they have shots that are still in the air, they can still hit.
Fun. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I can't believe I was about to miss the augment, and Jesus, that's a good augment, too. I would not want to go missing out on that.
Yeah, I can check the description of it to see if I'm right about the percentage.
Good call. Alright. 10%.
10%.
Still not horrible by any means. Like, that is extra scrap. Extra scrap will be good in the long run. I'll probably gain more from that in the long run than I would have gained if I had just, decided to trash him. Ooh, a store. Convenient. Although, again, I think I'm once again sort of forced here into mostly doing repair unless there's something really good here. Not really seeing anything that makes me want to jump out of my way to... Yeah, there's nothing...
I know, you want to buy stealth weapons.
What is a shield charge booster, though? Boost the ship's recharge rate by 15%. That is a very good thing, but honestly, at this point, I'd be better off in trying to invest in increasing my shield. But, unfortunately, I keep finding myself in a situation where I have to keep putting my money towards fucking repairing things. Fuck it, we'll just repair all. Enough time, I can probably explore a few more nodes. This one doesn't seem too okay, maybe it does. Jesus fuck, that's actually kind of a nasty looking situation. I really don't want to let them have very much time to do much to me. I think I've got to turn off their weapons if at all possible. And then we'll do this with the halberd beam. This might be kind of a gross fight, but we'll see what happens. Alright, now that that's the case, I'm going to swap to the burst laser. And the burst laser is going to go, I guess, continue to do the job of before, but I'm hoping that now that the halberd should... Did the halberd do nothing? Oh, because I have 2 fucking layers of shield, god damn it. Well, my plan is pointless. I gotta hit their shield system, or it's just not gonna happen, I'm afraid. God damn. Turn the oxygen back on. Let's see, anything I need to be aware of on vessel? Not at the moment. I was hoping to get out of this fight mostly scot-free, but it seems like it's going to be kind of a long run. Oh, of course it fucking misses. Honestly, the worst thing is going to be the weapons loss. I have lost a lot of missiles on this one. So, well, nothing for it. At least they gave me a lot of money. I will certainly take that. Let's see. This is still too much. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep rolling with what I'm doing for now. Which one is Sanyo? This one's Sanyo. Okay, go back. I feel like I'm probably starting to make poor decisions. Although I don't know. Oh, another one?
How do you say that?
It feels like I'm struggling a bit more than I would like.
Perhaps.
Basically same fight, but at least now I have a better sense of what I need to do with it. Granted, if it takes more than 2 Artemis missiles, I'm kind of screwed. Health-wise, that was fine. In terms of... Oh, cool, they gave me some missiles back. Thank you. And I got a combat drone I can sell. And I should have enough now I can go ahead and... Oh, but I'd still need 40 more for the power bars. Although if I find a good shop in the near future... hang on, actually. I actually should have time. I can go back to the store, and then I can go to the exit. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and so with that in mind, I can go ahead and sell this combat drone. Decent chunk of change, in fact. And then we can go ahead and do that, and get extra shield. It's about fucking time. I was going a little too long there with the just one shield. Which I'm sure you'll agree with, because you're the one who's told me before how important shield is.
True, though I've always would say that engine is more important.
Really? Fair enough. You've played the game longer than me. As I always tell you, when it comes to things like dodge chance, I'm so used to a lot of games having really shitty upgrades on dodge chance to the point where it doesn't even feel like it's worth bothering with, that my mind just kind of automatically discounts it. The only reason why I'm even bothering to upgrade it at all these games is because you told me I should, otherwise I probably still would be discounting it completely. You've arrived at the long range... Oh, yep.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, like, you know, I think the first 2 power bars of, you know, engines are like, you know, 5% dodge chance each. So, like, 10 by default, an extra 5 if it's manned. And you aren't 20 currently, so you're gonna guess it's because of the person manning it, increasing their skill. That is, like, pretty good on its own, but you definitely want, you know, higher if possible.
And I will work on that.
Like, if you have 2 layers of shields, and, like, 4 shots come at you, then, you know, with very low dodge chance, it's very likely at least one of those shots will hit you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have, like, 50% dodge chance, then maybe half of them will miss, and the other half will just be absorbed by your shield.
Fair. I wanted to comment that I love how this is exactly the same thing, like 100%.
Yeah, it's just, do you want the option to potentially go to an unknown green sector or an unknown red sector?
Yeah, basically.
That's the only difference, basically.
Yeah, which...
Well, I'm sure there's some difference, but not one that someone who's played as long as I have could even know, let alone someone who's played, like, as much as you have.
Indeed. Although I will certainly say, one of the things I learned from my experience in the red sector is when it comes to a choice between, say, red or purple, I will always take red, at least at the moment.
Honestly, I always take red instead of green. I don't know what difference it makes because I haven't like paid attention to what sector I'm in when I get events. But I just feel like I'd get more combat encounters in the red one, so I do that. Even though that's probably not true, you probably get just about as many no matter where you go.
That's probably true. You arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federal... Oh yeah, whatever, I don't care. To a store immediately, although I don't really have the money to do anything about that. That's kind of in like one of the most useless places imaginable. Well, I guess I'll go this way, and if I find myself in a position where looping back down makes sense, I will do so. Well, I guess I found myself in a position... Well, actually, no, not necessarily, because I want to be working towards the engine upgrade. I think I should get one of each of these, and just immediately put it in there. There's the 25%. That should definitely be an improvement. You arrive at a smoldering NG research station. It's a distress call unanswered. Attacked by pirates or mantis, most likely. There may be some left alive, or else something of value left on board. By the way, every time I see the fucking NG thing, I just imagine a bunch of people that look like the engineer from TF2. There's literally nothing there.
Oh, what was that, sorry?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd said that every time I hear the phrase NG, I just start imagining a bunch of the engineer from TF2.
Understandable, really.
You have jumped into the aftermath of what seems to be a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens, and you can still see the remains of the dying ships sparking and breaking apart. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Investigate. As you approach the wreckage, a slug ship makes its arrival. It hesitates for a moment as if surprised to see anyone remaining, and then jumps away without a word. Resume scanning the system, wary of any other visitors. Wow, 2 notes in a row with literally nothing? That's bad.
Nothing.
You notice an NG colony hiding on the other side of a nearby moon. It turns out they're excavating an equipment cache from the Federation Mantis War, and they suggest it might be used to lure the pursuing rebel fleet. Let's see. So the difference is booby trap or secure. I think we'll secure. I'd like to not lose my missiles. You have the NG complete their excavations and bring the supplies on board. Ooh, very nice. More money and another sellable. And so I think we'll go ahead and upgrade engine yet again, bringing us up to 30. Guess we'll go down here. You receive a distress call from a nearby NG ship. Assistance required. Danger present. Imminent destruction. Respond. Oh, great. We got an intruders immediately kind of situation. Okay. This looks bad. This looks bad. Okay,
Oh boy.
2 shield. They have weapons. They have drones. Are those attack drones or defense drones? Defense drones. Okay, that's at least a little bit better. I think what I should do here is I should use the Artemis on their weapon systems, and I should go ahead and try to... This isn't even going to do anything. There's literally no point in the halberd beam. But there's no point in the burst laser either. It's only 2 shots per charge and only does 1 damage each. Yeah, I think I just roll with that and try to get the hell out of here. Hey, you're going to go there. You both are going to go there. Oh wait, if I go in... I forget that the stupid, Keiki will try to turn shit off. Oh man, that's bad. Come on, defeat the Mantis. Go in here. Just keep charging that FTL drive. Wait, why are the weapons turned off? Oh, because I ran out of missiles. Ooh, this is gonna be a tight one then. Come on. A little bit more, just a little bit more. And jump. And we're out of here.
Not even trying to fight them.
What was that?
I said, not even trying to fight them. I see. Understandable.
No, I had no intention to fight them from the start when I saw what they had. I would be unable to do anything with them. What was that?
Was it that bad?
2 defense drones, making it so that more of my shots get missed than before, 2 shield, which means I'd have to be focusing my missiles on the shield, meaning I wouldn't be able to stop their weapons, multiple dangerous-looking weapons, meaning I for sure take some damage, as well as being boarded at the exact same time, not to mention I had 2 missiles left, so whatever plan I had would have to be successful within about 2 turns. There was nothing that I could do with that situation. That was very, very bad.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, you could have fought them, but if they had very scary weapons, and you thought you might take more damage than would be worth it, then I understand.
Yep. The complex arrangements of ship hulls and FTL drive capacitor... Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, sorry, I haven't been able to pay much attention for like the last 2 battles. I was talking to Taylor in Jetty Place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. What's Taylor been talking about?
Another TF2 weapon if you wanted to give away.
Oh, that's cool. Also, apparently I got a nothing node. There is nothing there. We'll try heading towards the exit, although I still ideally would like to find a shop of some sort, but at least I'll see what's at the exit. Got it out. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you. We're going to completely ignore them. I do not have the money, and I do not have the resources. See what's at the distress beacon. Persistence. Try to shield their ship with yours. Money's nice, but I was hoping to, I was hoping that I would end up getting some missiles. I think we just gotta go to the next zone. I'm not gonna have time, even if there was a shop at the next node out. Oh, well, that's easy to get rid of.
Yeah, very not threatening.
Mm-hmm. I probably should let the oxygen re-accumulate in the rooms.
You don't have much of a reason to go into that room anyway.
No, you're probably
But
right.
matters too much.
Indeed. Also, Keiki should probably get killed. Yep, go back down now, please. I would normally buy something from the ship menu at this point, but considering the fact that I'm going to need the money I have potentially for repairs and for a boatload of missiles, it's in my best interest for right now to hold on to that and see what happens. Okay. Sultan or civilian? I don't really know the game well enough to know the difference between what I would find in one versus the other, but I feel like I've not spent a lot of time in a lot of civilian sectors, so I'll see what's in there. And of course, there would not be a shop immediately. That would be too much to ask for. What is this shitty path where there's like so many nodes in a row where there's just one way? Yeah, I'm going this way. Ah, we're avoiding provoking this one. I want nothing to do with 3 shield at the moment. I guess I'll check out, well, I really do need to be finding a shop. I'm probably better off avoiding the distress beacon for at least this turn. Oh, fuck, a star. I think we're dead. I don't think I'm gonna get out of this alive. Just gonna start...
Oh, and it has cloaking too, fun.
Yeah, we're just gonna start charging the FTL drive on this one.
Might as well be trying to shoot at them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, I can't shoot
no
it.
need for the med bay at the moment.
Indeed. I can't even hit them yet, though, because, like, they're still
Yeah, but you
close.
can start charging the weapons as soon as they can come out of that.
Ah, good point. Can't do anything with Artemis, so won't even bother. I mean, I don't know what you expect that this will help, though, because I'm not going to be able to get any
I don't know,
of
if you're
that.
gonna flee anyway, you might as well be shooting at them to see if you can potentially, like, get super lucky and actually manage to take this. I don't expect you to win, I'm just saying, you might as well. Oh, fuck, that's a Burst Laser Mark III.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Ah, now we get the solar flare, of course. That's actually not the worst that solar flare could have done. Come on, just a little bit more jump. Ooh, a store as well. I got very lucky there. Very, very lucky. Alright, so let's see. Oh, of course, only 2 missiles. How nice. Okay, let's see. Didn't I get something I could sell? Oh yeah, this defense drone 2. Anything interesting on the second page? Not really. Perhaps I should consider getting, like, another weapon of some sort that could get through. Oh wait, but I don't have any missiles. Yeah, missiles is the problem. Like, at the end
missiles has been the problem this whole run.
Yeah, you're right. That is indeed the issue. Let's repair this up. Something tells me I'm going to fucking need it. In the meantime, let's see. Ship menu. Probably not going to get any more opportunities for missiles, so what can I do to help myself here?
You're not getting laser then?
What was that?
Not getting laser then?
I don't know that I'd ever indicated that I was going to get the laser. I don't really know what good this would do. The shield is still going to stop it. Like, am I mistaken in that assumption?
More lasers means more layers of shield that you can take down. Is that not true?
Oh, right. That is a good point. I forget that that's the way that works. In fact, I almost always forget that that's the way that works. You have a point.
Yeah, hell, like, one of the most powerful, like, weapon loadouts you could possibly have in the game is arguably 2 burst laser Mark IIIs.
I would believe that.
They just shred through the shields and just, you know, it's like at least 8 shots.
Indeed. I'm definitely going to want to upgrade my weapon systems again, though, so that I can actually, in theory, have more stuff live, though, because at the moment I just simply can't. Another shop. I probably should have checked to see what was at that beforehand. Oh well, for now it's not going to help me very much. I might as well just keep exploring. Oh wait, I didn't check my fuel. That could be a bit of a problem. An empty space? This is not the time for empty spaces, game. I don't know how well this one's going to go. I think that I'm just at the point now where I'm too underprepared for practically everything. I think we'll turn all of this stuff on. We'll avoid the halberd for now. So the Artemis is going to try to turn off this system, and then the burst lasers are just going to hit the crap out of the weapons. I feel like that's probably my only chance of even hoping for some victory here. Did those all just miss? That's very annoying.
Yeah, evasion is really powerful in this game.
I can see that. I'm just gonna ignore that room. It's not an important room. I don't think I'm capable of killing them. I think I just have to jump again. I guess we'll... I don't really have the money to buy anything. We'll go to this node. Avoid the conflict, I guess. God damn it. I'm not getting anything useful. I think that at this point I don't have a whole lot of choice. I gotta have to go through the nebula and just go to the exit. Oh, I'm running out of fuel too. This is very bad. Don't have the money for his fancy scrap. I don't have the ability to destroy the ship. I'm just gonna have to ignore it. Yeah, this run is dead. We're gonna be dead very soon. I cannot conceive of any way in which I can turn this around. But I guess we'll at least get to the next sector. No fuel. Oh, that's bad. Well, here we go, I guess. Refugee ship fleeing from the Rebel Advance enters the system, having picked up your distress beacon. While it does not have much fuel to spare, it recognizes you are part of the Federation, offers to split its remaining fuel with you. That's awfully nice. I was not actually expecting them to do so. Oh hey, there is a shop nearby. Although, I don't think it's going to do me very much good, if we're being honest. Well, I can get 2 fuel. I'm really unsure of what to do at this point. I don't think that there's really much of anything I can do to help myself. I probably will have to sell some of this shit. How much is the augmentation worth? I guess I'll sell the augmentation. I have to get more fuel or I will be dead. In theory, I should get more missiles or I will be dead. How much are each of these worth? I think that I should sell one of the lasers, and the burst laser is the weaker of the two.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking anymore, I'm sorry.
It's alright. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I'm just starting to panic a little bit. I know this run is done, and that there's very little I can do to actually make this happen anymore. I would like to turn it around, but I don't think there's any way to do it.
Panic isn't the word that I would have thought, you would use to describe that.
Ah, fair enough.
You sound like you were sad.
Fair enough. I wouldn't say that I'm sad, really.
Fair.
What is their offer? Oh god, I was not reading that.
What?
They were asking for mercenary work. I'm like, okay, this is going to be one of those quests where they ask me to go to some location, right? No, it's not. Well, I should at least be able to turn on the Artemis this time, although I don't know that it's necessarily going to do me very much good. Hang on, how many rooms can I hit here? I can probably do something like that. Yeah, that should work. I might be able to beat this guy. I don't feel like they're very well equipped. Oh, I forgot to fill the hole in the... well, whatever. Return to your stations. Why are you going through that room?
Shortest path.
This might be doable. I'll keep trying for a little longer. But at least I can jump away if need be at this point. They hail your ship saying, "You win, we're not cut out for this. Let them live and then return to the settlement, or you forget your promise, they die." Well, I have no reason to forget a promise, not to mention the fact that I don't really need to go chancing things more than I already am. Pegasus missile? Well, if only I had missiles, right? That has been the consistent issue this entire game, is that I do not have missiles.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of missile weapons personally, because I feel like it leads to stuff like this.
Yeah, but I've never been really given an opportunity to do anything otherwise. Like, I've never been in a situation where I could do anything other than rely on the missile weapons to get through their shields this entire game. Which honestly comes back to my choice at the start of the game, to sell off that one weapon in regards for the halberd beam. That probably was my mistake from the start with doing that. Okay, I guess I'll just keep going towards the exit. At this point, I'm just gonna see how far I can get, I guess. Small rebel ship, it seems to be refitted for transport rather than combat, does not seem to want to engage with your ship. Fine. Not much else I can really do anyway. I can't really fight them without the missiles. Okay, it seems like the beacon is home to a rebel checkpoint. They are stopping and searching any ship that passes through. Civilians are being harassed and Federation members are detained. The rebels haven't noticed you yet. We'll try the bribe option, I think. I'm not usually a fan of things like bribes, but I can't really attack them, and I'd like to hope that this option has more of a chance to get some sort of resources or materials, because I'm in desperate need of them. These rebels are easily swayed by the prospect of additional scrap. They release the civilian ships and everyone is free to go. Civilians are grateful, however, none of them seem eager to be mistaken as Federation loyalists, so they quickly jump away. Okay, so that literally did fuck all. Fun! I'm so happy. There's a store up here. I could probably make it, but I will have to buy fuel. By the time I'm done solving all my problems, I have basically nothing left. Yeah, we're screwed.
I don't think that counts as solving the problem in that case.
No, it doesn't.
I probably would have stopped buying fuel and missiles a long time ago.
Well, then what would you do otherwise? Like...
Save up for a weapon.
I don't really know what to say to that, because if I don't have fuel, I can literally go nowhere. I am stuck, and I cannot
get
move.
events.
Fair, I suppose. Though they're usually much harder events, if I do get stuck on something. But I guess the...
Harder?
Well, a few times where I've been stuck in a situation in this game where I've ran out of fuel and I've got an enemy to come after me, it's usually been enemies I could not deal with at all. Though I might just be misremembering. I was under the impression that if you were out of fuel, the enemies that find you when enemies find you are much nastier than the ones that spawn in the zone. Anyway, might be my misconception of things, though. The rock people have a particularly aggressive stance towards alien races, trespassing in their space. You should tread carefully here. I guess I'll see what's at the distress beacon. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. Well, we might as well see what's going on. Tries to keep the crowds in line, but the scene quickly turns ugly. Half crazed with fear, the infected grab mining tools and push back at your crew, forcing them to retreat hastily. They barely get away without injury, but the same can't be said for the colony's leaders. You quickly leave. So, a nothing event. I like how I just keep getting these nothing events where literally nothing happens. Speaking of being out of fuel. I don't think we're even going to get to the point where we have to be concerned about being out of fuel. As you jump in, a vast figure appears on the view screen. The rock captain rubs the green moth-like appendage on his chin and then orders his crew to open fire. Well, this is where we die. Oh, the game won't even let me... Oh, of course it won't let me jump. I don't have fuel. I like how the enemy just always goes for the oxygen room. I mean, it's probably a wise call to do that, but it's quite frustrating that they always do. You know what? There's not much point. This is like playing chess and being down 5 pieces, and, you know, still playing anyway. I think this is a good place for us to call this run. Main menu. Still, this game is fun. I can't tell if this was an example of me being an idiot or having bad luck. So, in preference of trying not to be too pessimistic about it, I'll just assume I had bad luck. This is one of those cases where I think I ran into the balancing issue of learning how to play a new roguelike game. That ultimately you try one thing, you realize you're neglecting something else, and so then you try really hard to overcorrect on that other thing, and then you realize that you're neglecting the things that you were paying attention to before, which is very much the case here. I do get the impression that because in the past I was so not focused on things like engines and shields, that now I'm overcompensating on them, and I'm not paying enough attention to the weapons. This is a very good example of a round where I just did not have the firepower to deal with stuff. Is that not what your takeaway from this is? Because that was kind of the impression I got, was I didn't put enough money into weapons.
I mean, all of your systems were really low. I think you just, like, sunk a lot of money into missiles. Not being able to get another non-missile weapon for such a long time was definitely, you know, not good.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call that primarily bad luck, although certainly I would say there is some element of that, especially considering the first run of the evening we had, like, all these fancy-ass weapons I got just at random. But, I do think there's also just something to be said for the fact that my idea at the start of the game, where I tried to, you know, sell off my laser weapon in exchange for the, you know, halberd beam, was perhaps not the best choice. Even if
I don't think that was necessarily a bad idea. It was working really well for a while.
So if that wasn't
If
bad
I just have one piece of advice, though, just probably don't enable auto fire on the, you know, weapon that costs like 3 scrap every time you fire it.
Weapon that costs 3 scrap every time you fire it.
Missiles.
Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you mean. I genuinely thought you were trying to tell me that there is a weapon I have that literally just goes straight for your scrap, and I'd somehow not notice the entire game.
No, but that's basically what missiles are.
Oh, worse than that. If I recall correctly, they cost 6 scrap, not 3 scrap.
6.
Yep, I think fuel
That can't be right.
I think fuel is the 3 and missiles are the 6.
That can't be right. There's no way. Hang on. God, what wiki page do I need to go to figure out how much missiles cost?
No, I would just jump into another game and find a shop, but with my luck, it would take like 10 turns to find a fucking shop. So, probably not the best way to go about that. You'll probably also just look back at my stream,
storing
honestly.
resources. Okay, so apparently missiles can be between 2 and 6.
Huh. The last few rounds, I've only seen them for sale for 6.
Maybe I just never pay attention to how much they cost because I never buy missiles anyway, but I always just remember them for like the Sector 1 prices, you know, like 3 for fuel, 2 for missiles, you know, 2 for drone parts. But it does increase as you get further in.
Yeah, fair. I felt like probably this is a case of attempting to go with a lazy strategy on my part that is the problem. I think that to some degree and extent I have found it in the past easier to deal with just using weapons that ignore the shields altogether as opposed to actually dealing with the shields directly, and that's been much to my detriment because missiles are, as you've stated, not the easiest thing in the world to find.
Yeah, whenever I start a game with like the Kestrel, which is like the main ship that I have issues with missiles with, because like it kind of makes you use the missiles to some extent, I usually just fire one missile like at the shields to, you know, make it so that I can take down the ship with, you know, the other weapon. And, you know, like the moment that you are able to kill the ship without missiles, stop using missiles. And then as soon as possible, get more weapons so you have even less of a need for missiles.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. One of these things is difficult to really tell how bad it is until you've played a few rounds anyway, because sometimes, you know, you get good luck with the missiles. Like that first run of the night, I had a surplus of missiles.
Indeed.
It's just difficult. Oh well.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the auto fire was, you know, a really big problem there as well.
Probably true. Well, regardless, this is...
Because I know there's a lot of situations where you could have waited to finish them off with the beam, but you finished them off with the missile.
True, and I did notice a few of those instances where I recognized afterwards that I kind of messed up in that regard too, although I'm sure there's probably even more than I realized. Anyway. But yeah. This was fun. As always, I like FTL. I will definitely do a part 5 at some point in the future.
Yeah, FTL's cool.
Yep, for now though, Grayson, say goodnight-night to the future lovely people.
Good night, future lovely people.
Yep, and we're no longer live. Huh. Couple unfortunate